Hello and welcome everyone. We are finally back. I'm back on the West Highland Way, and this time I'm determined to finish it. If you've been following along my journey, you might know I've so far done the stretch from Mulgai to Kingshouse earlier this year. So I did Mulgai to Kinlochleven at the end of May, and then Kinlochleven to the Kingshouse Hotel at the end of June. In June I was planning on finishing the whole way, however I had to stop here in Kingshouse because I just wasn't feeling very well. And now, 3 months later, it's towards the end of September now, and I'm finally planning on doing these last 2 stages. So yeah, just got dropped off here at the bus stop at the Glencoe ski resort road end. Heading back towards Kingshouse. Already done this little stretch, but there's no other drop-off point nearby. So yeah, let's head off again. Quick interruption. This is me from a day in the future. Somewhere in between Kinlochleven and Fort Willam, still going strong. But yeah, just wanted to let you know that once the last part of my West Highland Way series comes out, I'm planning on doing a Q&A for you guys. So if you've got any questions about the West Highland Way, feel free to pop them in the comments here, and I'll do the best to answer them to the best of my abilities. But yeah, I've had a lot of questions from my friends and family, as well as some questions I had myself before I started. So yeah, just planning on going through them, and hopefully help some of you plan your West Highland Way adventure. I'm also currently walking along with a coffee in my hand, so that's something I usually wouldn't do on a hike, but I felt like a coffee before I got on the bus. Ended up not drinking it on the bus, but I know that, you know, here half a mile up the road or so, I'm gonna come past Kingshouse, where I know there'll be bins available, so can finish this. And also I do know there's toilets at Kingshouse, so yeah, we'll make use of that before continuing on the way. Okay, so officially past Kingshouse. Last time when I was here, I had my tent set up just in the woods, just over on that side. But yeah, there's tons of nice camping spots here. But yeah, we're on new roads now. Not done this part yet. Also, the weather is supposed to be nice today, so it's not too bad, but it's still quite fresh at the moment. So it's about 10:30 now, so not super early anymore. But yeah, we've still got a thick cloud cover above us. There are some spots of blue in front of us, but yeah, hopefully that sun will burn off the clouds and we'll have a nice sunny day for most of it. it's really nice walking along here. You do have the main road just down there, but it's really not bothering me at all. But yeah, it's just nice being back out here. So I would say over the last month or so, month and a bit, I really haven't properly had the chance to be out hiking a lot. So yeah, taking every chance I can, and yeah, just grateful to be here. Okay, so we are just about to get to the start of the Devil's Staircase, and there's a lot going on here. So yeah, there's space for quite a few cars to park, but yeah, it's pretty chock-a-block. So if you do want to go hike from here, make sure you get here early. Okay, so I'm about an hour and a half into our hike today, and we have just started going up towards the Devil's Staircase. Now, Devil's Staircase leads to the highest point on the West Highland Way, and a lot of people say that this was one of the hardest sections for them. Now, I'm going to be completely honest, I have been up the Devil's Staircase before. I spent a few days here in Glencoe last October, and one of my it was a smaller hike, I had a morning left, and I headed up the Devil's Staircase, and then kind of just at the top, slightly off to the left, up a little hill. But yeah, and I have to say, I didn't find it too bad last time around, so you just got to take your time on the way up. But yeah, I'll hope I'll not find it too hard this way around too, and yeah, shouldn't take too long to get up there. And the sun is finally out, and it's looking like that beautiful day that was promised. Okay, so we spent some time at the top of the pass. So it did take me about 45 minutes or so to get to the top from the road. But yeah, really not too bad, I would say. Just take your time with it, nice and steady, and you'll get to the top soon enough. But yeah, now we're gonna continue on, and from here you can really see the path ahead of you. Oof. for quite a distance. Guys, if you are wild camping, there are some great spots along the route here today, like and beautiful surroundings. Right, so I'm on the descent down to Kinlochleven and found a nice spot for an extended break. Not because I necessarily need it, but I've got plenty of time today and I do want to enjoy that beautiful autumn sun that we're having. So yeah, I'm gonna chill out here for a bit and off we go again. So I chilled back there on the rocks for I'd say good over a half an hour, close to 45 minutes or so. But yeah, it was just really nice being out in the sun like that. It's quite sheltered from the wind, so it feels pretty warm. And yeah, I've not seen that much sun lately, so really nice opportunity. But yeah, now I'm continuing. So it should only be about maybe an hour and a quarter down into Kinlochleven. So as I said, this is kind of more of a short day, and yeah, it's not even quite 2 o'clock yet, and I can't check in until past 3. So yeah, taking it nice and slow. So you might have heard me say earlier that I can't check in until 3 o'clock today, and yes, that means I'm not actually wild camping tonight. I'm still camping technically. No, it is camping, but I have booked one of the tent boxes at the Blackwater Hostel campsite here in Kinlochleven. I'll show you what it looks like once we get there, but basically it means the tent, mattress, sleeping bag, all of that stuff is provided, so I don't have to carry that with me, which is also of course why I'm not carrying my big old backpack that I had on for the rest of the West Highland Way. But yeah, also as I said, I know I'm staying in a town today. It has a co-op, has other food options, which means, you know, I don't have to carry my usual cooking stuff, and I really only had to take food, you know, for the walk today. So yeah, I'm carrying a lot of a lighter pack than I have before. I mean, feels really good. But yeah, just a little bit different this time around. And yeah, quite excited to stay in the tent box. And yeah, I also have a little bit more space than in my backpacking tent. But yeah, just to clarify of where I'm actually staying tonight. So when I did my research for today, a lot of people have said that they found the kind of descent into Kinlochleven a little bit of a slog, and I can now understand what they meant. So it's not a bad walk, it's really not, but for the last 2 miles or so you are kind of on an access road. Still technically it's the old military road, but yeah, it has been kind of widened and made a bit nicer for the access to, I can't remember the name, but there's a hydroelectric dam further up, and it's especially at the upper part, so I don't know how the last of it is, but especially when you first join this track, it's quite a little bit steep in places, and it's a lot of loose gravel that you're walking on. So you know, and on gravel it's very easy to slip, so you've got to be quite careful coming down. But yeah, definitely not a bad walk, but yeah, you are on this road for a while, and you do have to descend quite a bit. So on the lower parts here, you're walking along a lot of the pipes that are coming down from the dam, and I do have to say, this pipe here definitely has a leak. Okay, it's just gone past 3 o'clock and I'm walking into Kinlochleven now. So to get to the Blackwater Hostel, you can actually, so we've got it here, you can cut down there and it's pretty close, but officially the West Highland Way goes through here and it just goes round into Kinlochleven a little bit further down. I'm gonna take the actual West Highland Way and I'll come to the campsite from the bottom. But yeah, it's so I set off kind of at the main road by the Glencoe ski centre just after 10:15-ish, and as I said, we're here and it's a couple of minutes past 3. So yeah, pretty short day. I did have 2 long big breaks. I'm sure I sat for about half an hour at the top and another 45 minutes kind of halfway on the way down. And yeah, and it's about 9 miles. So yeah, shortish day. But yeah, I'm still feeling pretty fresh, which is nice. But yeah, cool day. So yeah, let's head down into town first. So yeah, like I said, quite a short day today. If you obviously only if you start at Kingshouse. Some people do start, you know, further back. But yeah, if you're wild camping, of course you could continue on and make tomorrow, next day, a little bit shorter. But yeah, if you need somewhere with accommodation, Kinlochleven here is the last opportunity, because after this it's quite far until you get to next civilization.